Imagine discovering that one man from 800 years ago is the ancestor of millions alive today. Scientists have found that a huge number of men across Asia, and even parts of Europe, share a common male ancestor, Genghis Khan. As many as 1 in every 200 men today could be his direct descendant carrying a unique genetic marker. This isn't just about one powerful man, it's about how history, politics, and biology can intertwine in unexpected ways. The Mongol Empire's vast reach allowed Genghis Khan and his sons to father many children, spreading their lineage across continents. This genetic legacy challenges our ideas of family and identity, connecting millions through a hidden thread in their DNA. The story of Genghis Khan's bloodline is a living reminder that history is written not just in books, but in our very cells. Before he was Genghis Khan, he was Temujin, a boy born into hardship on the vast windswept Mongolian steppes. His early years were marked by struggle, as he grew up surrounded by the endless grasslands and the ever-present challenge of survival in a harsh and unforgiving land. Life on the steppe was not easy, and every day brought new tests of strength and resilience. After his father was poisoned by rivals, Temujin's family was abandoned by their own clan and left to survive alone, exposed to the elements and the dangers of the wild. This betrayal forced Temujin, his mother and his siblings to fend for themselves, teaching him the harsh realities of loyalty, betrayal, and the importance of trust. These early hardships shaped his character and instilled in him a fierce determination to overcome adversity. As he grew older, Temujin realized that unity was the only path to power and security. He began forging alliances with other tribes, attracting loyal followers with his vision of a united Mongol people. Through his charisma and leadership, he brought together those who had once been enemies, showing them the strength that could be found in unity and cooperation. In 1206, at a great tribal meeting known as a Kurultai, Temujin was given the title Genghis Khan, universal ruler, after uniting the warring Mongol tribes under a single banner. This moment marked the birth of a new nation, as the Mongols set aside their old rivalries to follow a common leader. This unification transformed scattered clans into a disciplined and organized nation, laying the foundation for Temujin's future conquests. The Mongols, once a collection of feuding families, became a powerful force, ready to face the world beyond their homeland. Genghis Khan established a strict code of laws known as the Yasa, promoted people based on merit rather than birth, and organized his army for maximum efficiency. He valued loyalty and skill, rewarding those who proved themselves in battle and in service to the Mongol nation. These innovations made his forces the most effective and feared of their time, allowing them to conquer vast territories with speed and precision. The Mongol army became legendary for its discipline, mobility, and adaptability on the battlefield. His rise from outcast to supreme leader was unprecedented, a testament to his vision, resilience, and ability to inspire those around him. Temujin's journey from a boy struggling to survive to the founder of an empire is one of history's most remarkable transformations. The Mongols, once divided and vulnerable, became a nation with a powerful army and a singular purpose, united under the leadership of Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan's leadership and sweeping reforms set the stage for the creation of the largest land empire in history, stretching from the Pacific Ocean to the heart of Europe. His story is one of survival, vision, and transformation, a legacy that continues to inspire and fascinate the world to this day. With the Mongol tribes united under a single banner for the first time in history, a new era was about to begin. The once fragmented clans who had spent generations in rivalry and conflict now stood together, bound by the vision and leadership of one man. Genghis Khan, a leader of extraordinary ambition and tactical genius, set out to conquer the world. His rise from humble beginnings to supreme ruler inspired fierce loyalty among his followers and struck fear into the hearts of his enemies. The Mongols, renowned as expert horsemen and masterful archers, used their unmatched speed, cunning strategy, and psychological warfare to defeat powerful kingdoms like those in northern China. Their ability to coordinate attacks across vast distances made them nearly impossible to predict or stop. Their mobility and strict discipline gave them a decisive edge over larger, slower armies. The Mongol cavalry could strike swiftly, retreat, and regroup before their enemies even realized what had happened. Genghis Khan was also a master of adaptation. He adopted new technologies like powerful siege engines from conquered peoples, allowing his armies to breach even the most fortified cities and overcome obstacles that had stopped others for centuries. The empire expanded at an astonishing pace, sweeping across China, Central Asia, Russia, the Middle East, and even reaching into the heart of Europe. No other force had ever moved so far, so fast. At its peak, the Mongol Empire covered more than 22% of the Earth's land area, stretching from the Pacific Ocean to the edges of Eastern Europe. It was the largest contiguous land empire the world has ever seen. Genghis Khan's strategy was brutally simple: surrender and be spared, or resist and face utter destruction. This clear choice left little room for negotiation. This reputation for ruthless efficiency often led entire cities to surrender without a fight, hoping to avoid the devastation that resistance would bring. The fear of Mongol retribution became a weapon in itself, spreading ahead of the armies and enabling swift, sometimes bloodless conquest. The Mongol Empire's expansion was undeniably brutal, but it was also remarkably effective, subduing a vast range of peoples, cultures, and civilizations across continents. Under Genghis Khan and his descendants, the Mongols built not only the largest contiguous empire in history, but also a network of cities, trade routes, and cultural exchanges that would shape the world for centuries. Their legacy was not just in conquest, but in reshaping the world's map, connecting distant civilizations, and leaving a mark on history that endures to this day. The rise of the Mongol Empire was truly unstoppable, and its impact, both feared and admired, continues to echo through the ages. The Mongol Empire wasn't just about conquest, it created a new era of global connection. The Pax Mongolica brought peace and stability, making the Silk Road safer than ever for trade and travel. Goods, ideas, and technologies flowed between East and West. Gunpowder, the compass, and printing moved to Europe, while art and science traveled east. The Mongols welcomed diverse religions and cultures, turning their capital into a cosmopolitan hub. They built an efficient communication system, the YAM, linking the empire with relay stations and fast messengers. Standardized weights, measures, and a written script unified their vast territories. The Mongol conquest broke down barriers between civilizations, laying the groundwork for the European Renaissance. Genghis Khan's legacy is not just one of warfare, but of connection and the first true era of globalization. The world became more interconnected than ever before. Genghis Khan's genetic legacy was uncovered not by historians but by scientists studying DNA. The key was the Y chromosome, passed almost unchanged from father to son, making it perfect for tracing male ancestry. In 2003, geneticists found that millions of men across Asia shared a nearly identical Y chromosome. This pointed to a single, prolific ancestor who lived about 800 to 1,000 years ago, matching Genghis Khan's era and empire. The Genghis Khan cluster is most common in Mongolia, but stretches as far as Russia and the Middle East. The social structure of the Mongol Empire gave Genghis Khan and his male descendants immense power, and many children. This unique combination of history and genetics allowed one man's lineage to spread across a continent. Science has revealed a hidden family tree that spans the globe. The Y chromosome is like a family surname, passed from father to son, almost unchanged. Over generations, tiny mutations act as a genetic clock, letting scientists trace lineages far back in time. When millions of men share the same Y chromosome signature, it signals a rapid expansion from a single ancestor, a star cluster. This usually happens when a man and his descendants have a major social advantage, as Genghis Khan's family did. While we don't have Genghis Khan's actual DNA, the timing, geography, and history all point to him or his immediate family. The science is circumstantial but compelling. The Y chromosome gives us a powerful window into the past, revealing the hidden legacies of history's most influential figures. Through genetics, we see how one man's story can echo through millions of lives. The past is written in our DNA. Genghis Khan's family life was as dramatic and complex as his legendary conquests on the battlefield. Behind the scenes of his military campaigns, the Khan's household was a world of tradition, loyalty, and sometimes deep-seated rivalries. The family was the heart of Mongol society, and Genghis Khan's own kin played crucial roles in shaping the destiny of the empire. His 4 sons by his principal wife Borte, Yochi, Chagatai, Ogedei, and Tolui, were destined to inherit not just his lands, but also his vision for a united Mongol world. Each son was raised to be a leader, trained in the arts of war, diplomacy, and governance from a young age. Yet, tensions simmered beneath the surface, especially over Yochi's parentage, which cast a shadow over the family's unity. Disputes and suspicions among the brothers and their supporters threatened to unravel the fragile bonds that Genghis Khan had worked so hard to forge. Ogedai, known for his steady and diplomatic nature, was ultimately chosen as successor, entrusted with the immense responsibility of holding the vast empire together after his father's death. Tolui, a brilliant and fearless commander, became regent and guardian of the empire, and would go on to father future rulers like the great Kublai Khan, who expanded Mongol influence even further. Genghis Khan famously taught his sons the importance of unity with the bundle of arrows lesson, showing that a single arrow could be broken easily, but a bundle bound together was unbreakable. This powerful message became a guiding principle for the family and the empire. The challenge of maintaining unity across such a vast and ambitious family was constant, as each member had their own ambitions, loyalties, and rivalries to manage. The fate of the entire empire depended on the relationships between these brothers, whose decisions and alliances would echo through generations. Their stories, full of ambition, conflict, and cooperation, shaped not only the future of the Mongol world but also the course of world history. The legacy of Genghis Khan's family is one of ambition, rivalry, and enduring influence, leaving a mark on history that can still be felt today. The women of Genghis Khan's family were powerful forces behind the empire's success. His mother, Ho-Lun, held the family together after tragedy, teaching resilience and loyalty. Borte, his principal wife, was a trusted partner and mother of his heirs, managing the imperial household. Mongol royal women enjoyed unusual freedom and authority, often ruling allied kingdoms through strategic marriages. Tolui's wife, Sorgagtani Beki, was renowned for her intelligence, ensuring her son's rise to power. These women wielded real political influence, shaping the empire's future. Their contributions were vital to the Mongol world. The story of the empire is incomplete without them. Genghis Khan's bloodline reminds us that history lives within us. His genetic legacy shows how one life can echo for centuries, connecting millions across continents. Exploring your own ancestry through records or DNA can reveal surprising connections and deepen your sense of identity. History isn't just in books, it's in our families, our stories, and our genes. Every culture, every family has a story worth discovering. The past shapes who we are today. If this story inspired you, keep exploring. There's always more to learn about the threads that connect us all. Subscribe for more stories that bring history to life.